our class Kosher Kitchen. And this session and all of them that we're going to learn today should be also dedicated to Refash Lema, dear Rabbi Yaron Ruven Shlita. His name is Yaron Ben Doris, Yehudis Basno, Ariel Ora Basana, Imim Rasirachal Basbrandal, Ariel Ora Basana, I think I said. David Shlomo Ben Sandra, quick release of our dear friend Moshe Shmuel Ben Pnina. Right, Atzlach Rabba to Giberes Chana, Bas Avraham Avinu, and the whole family. BeEzrat HaShem. So we continue today with our book, with our class, Kosher Kitchen, and we're on last chapter, number 19, and we go through all of the kitchen utensils one by one. And next one, a little controversial, right? So we're going to see all of these opinions about microwave oven, right? So as we already know, some opinions say that you can kosher, some opinions say you cannot kosher. So that's the thing. So that's one of these questions. As we said before, depends on the person. So you assess the situation. Can this person afford a new microwave or not? Or for them it's going to be a big deal, or it's a microwave like a built-in microwave. For example, they rent apartment and there is a built-in microwave like above above the stove, and it has like a hood in all of these things. Like it's first of all, it's very expensive. Right, a long time ago we were thinking about to buy it. It's like 5 times more, not 5 times more than regular microwaves. Who needs that? You understand? So I think we will be able to buy a refrigerator or even 2 refrigerators, maybe not 2, but refrigerator instead of this oven. So, but let's say you rent an apartment, they already have there, and like in this case, yeah, maybe they would allow you to kosher it, because it's already built in, it's there. Okay. So let's see. Microwave oven. The microwave oven presents problems similar to the other ovens. Right? See ovens below. So I mean, we did not get to ovens. The microwave oven is more liable than regular oven to present problem of steam, zeyach. Okay. Some refrain from using the one microwave oven for both meat and dairy foods. This is commendable. One who wishes to use the microwave oven for both meat and dairy foods must follow the following precautions. A. The oven must be kept clean of any food residue. Food cooked in a microwave oven often splatter, right? Boils over and drip. And B, one must inspect the floor, the walls, and the top of the oven before use to ascertain that no residue remains from the previous use. Okay, so before kashering, we're going to let's go over it again, this short introduction, whether we can use the same oven for both meat and dairy. I mean, even though he said here that it's commendable, I mean, I always recommend people don't do it. Don't do it. Don't use the same microwave oven, because like it's always evaporation. Like you have to clean completely. Yeah, you're going to clean. Kids going to clean. So one day you're going to be too busy, like too into yourself, and forget to do it. Right, and HaShem can eat meat and milk together. Okay, so let's do from the beginning. Microwave oven presents problems similar to other ovens. So technically, with other ovens, we said if it's completely wrapped, so technically, you can use one oven for both meat and dairy. Right, even under some circumstances, simultaneously. Of course, we don't recommend it, but technically, right? Or if you want to use it for roasting, so when you roasting, usually like open. So of course, in this case, you need to kosher. In order not to kosher, it must be completely sealed. Okay. Okay. A microwave oven is often more liable than the regular oven to to present problem of steam there. So for sure, like it's tiny space, and especially when you do the heat or something, I cook for sure like a lot of heat in limited time, right? So a lot of steam. Some refrain from using one microwave for both meat and dairy food. So I would say, if you ask me, never do it. Right? So I mean, in our family, we just got used to. So we go around about this thing. So oven, microwave, or only for meat. That's it. For dairy, don't warm in other ways without microwave. Right? So again, he said it commendable. I would say it's very commendable. Okay, he said commendable, no problem. So meaning, technically, like we're going to see, technically you're allowed to use one microwave oven for both. Okay. One who wishes to use one microwave oven for both meat and dairy foods must follow the following precautions. So basically, if you see that somebody is doing that, so don't. Some people do not know better. So in this case, we have to speak up a little. Right, but some people know exactly what they're doing, and they will explain you what exactly you're doing. So start with the question. So how many microwaves you have? Oh, we have one. So but you use it for meat or dairy? No, we using it for both. And how do you use it? Can you please teach me? I said no, nothing is special. I just open, put the microwave like a warm up, and that's it. So what's so special? Oh, so now you see the person is ignoramus. Okay. So meaning the same situation, what depends on the person, but don't attack person. Ask them questions. Okay. So right, two conditions. A, the oven must be kept clean from any food residue. Okay. So meaning visible, but still, like in my mind, like there is for sure there's evaporation, like right on everywhere, on top, on the sides. Foods cooked in a microwave oven often splatter, right? So even though you have not to splatter, they have this microwave cover. So I recommend to everybody. It saves a lot of time cleaning and frustration. It's very nice. Like cover, it's a bigger one. Of course, you buy for your microwave and contain all of the splatters, almost no splatters. The steam, yes, the holes the steam is going to escape, but no splatters. Okay. Right, food microwave oven often splatter, boil over, or drip. Okay. So the problem will also be that this turntable, right? This glass, also a problem. Okay, so of course we try not. I mean, in my family, we never ever put something on this turntable, but I saw other people they do. That's problematic. Okay. One must inspect the floor, walls, and top of the oven before the use to assure that there is no residue remained from previous use. I would say just wipe it, right? Maybe with soap you will put it on a sponge like soap and try wipe it. I think it would be much more beneficial. So meaning the soap is going to kill the taste. So I continue. All meat or dairy foods cooked in microwave should be covered. Even a part of liquids should be covered. It is preferable to cover even part of solid foods, for example, when baking a potato. Okay. One should not place meat and dairy dishes on the same surface. There is a turntable. Here we go. One should put separate plates, preferably glass, under the meat and dairy dishes. So meaning there is a turntable, plate of glass, and then your dish. Okay. Next one. There are two basic methods of by which to accomplish the above. A. One either cover the food. A. One either covers the food and the plate in a plastic wrap. I'm not sure how it's going to help. Or covers them completely with another plate. Okay. Food may be placed into a bowl and covered with a plate, or placed into the plate and covered with overturned bowl. Yeah, I'm sorry, inverted. Apology. Inverted soup bowl. The plate or a bowl should be put on another glass plate as above and placed in the oven. Okay. B. Alternate method is to acquire the two large plastic microwave containers. Large plastic containers. If the microwave oven has a turntable, the container should be round, of course. One for the meat and one for the dairy. All foods to be heated should be placed into a plate or onto a bowl in respective containers. So we're going to see what is it. Covered with the lid. And place into the oven. If the container's lid tends to open during the cooking, as a result of the steam build-up, one should drill a few tiny holes in the cover to enable excess steam to escape. Right. One may combine the two methods and acquire medium-sized plastic microwave containers. Smaller plates and bowls may be put into these containers and covered, as in B. When one wishes to warm large platters, the container may be inverted and used as a cover for food, as in A. One should never cook meat and dairy concurrently in a microwave oven. Okay. If this is done, Rav should be consulted. Some permit kosher in microwave oven, thoroughly wiping and cleaning all inside surface, and boiling in a bowl of water in the oven until it fills with the steam. This method may be used when one inadvertently used the oven without following the guidelines presented above. It should not be used on the method constantly cautioned between meat and dairy users. See chapter 7, section I and D. Okay. Section 1. Section 1D. Okay. So let's do from the beginning, as we understand. It's very involved, and try to understand. So he gives, as usually, this Rav Binyamin Forst, he gives us beautiful insight. Very, very practical. So let's see from the beginning. All meat and dairy foods cooked in microwave should be covered. So that's simple. So if you have any container, so have a cover. So today they have special covers, microwave covers. So it says like a little what is it called, like plug or something. So when you cannot cover. Talking about what is the brand? It escapes me. Sorry. Whatever this brand that they make glass starts with a P. Well, whatever is it, right? So they have storage covers, lids, and they have also them from microwave. So it's like it costs a little more, but it like in the middle of the side, it has the thing to open, like to have the steam out. Okay, so meaning you can regulate, so to keep the microwave clean and to let the steam out. That's I mean, maybe it was not available back then. Maybe there is some other technology, right? That can be used. Okay, so again, all meat and dairy food cooked in the microwave should be covered. Okay. The pot of liquids should also be covered. Right, meaning the pot of liquids, because in your mind it's part of, but it's not part of. It's right, it become meat or dairy. Right, so that's why also have to be covered. It is preferable to cover even part of solid foods. For example, even baking potatoes. Okay, so meaning bottom line, whatever we put inside of the microwave, again, if you want to use for meat and dairy, everything must be covered. Okay. Next one should not place meat and dairy dishes on the same surface, turntable. So as we understand, through the heat, right? Through the heat, this taste can travel through, right, and go into this turntable. Let's say you're warming or meat, so this turntable can become meat, even without splatters, zero splatters. Okay. Right, turntable. So one should put separate plates, preferably glass, under the meat or dairy dishes. So meaning, so why is the glass? And commentators say, which according to many poskim does not absorb taste. So it's going back to our class about koshering utensils, and we said about glass, like one of the big topic was about glass. So there are three opinions. One opinion is like the most lenient. The glass does not absorb, like it's very like dense and smooth, does not absorb, so it does not require koshering. So that's in Sephardim go by that custom. So meaning they don't need to have a separate glass for meat meal and dairy meal. So they can say they use the same glass, and they can use this glass for Pesach as well. Right, but Ashkenazim said no. So we go by the middle opinion. So it can absorb the taste. Okay, and that's why we're allowed to kosher glass. Okay. So meaning that you have a turntable meaning this glass plate. Then on top we put another glass plate. So as we said, that is not going to absorb. Have I seen these glass plates? I'm not sure. It has to be large and like mostly flat, right? Like it's not a plate like platter or something. Because you inside you want to put other containers. That's why. I'm not sure if I have ever seen, but maybe, I don't know, maybe they call something different, they sell it for different purposes, I'm not sure, right? So glass plates. And commentators say, otherwise the turntable will certainly absorb the meat and dairy taste from the food spillage, and may affect the status of the bowls and plates. Right, so meaning right, as we understand ourselves, even though it is also glass, but the spillage is going to be on top. It's going to get absorbed into next plate or the bowl that you're going to put. Okay, so that's again, you have turntables. You're allowed to have only one, but you cover it. You put there. Another plate, and in this plate you put already your container. So next one, there are two basic methods by which you accomplish the above. Okay, A, either cover food food and the plate in a plastic wrap. I'm not sure, like plastic can melt, I think, right? It's in a plastic wrap. Or cover them completely with another plate. Plastic wrap, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Maybe they will release some bad chemicals or something with this big temperature. I'm not sure, but even if it withstands, but some microwave they can they call it, what is it, convection oven. So a convection oven together with a microwave. In these things you can use aluminum foil, right? Aluminum foil. Okay. So cover with the plastic plates, or in some of them aluminum foil, and then right, or cover with a plate. Like put on top, you have a bowl or something, put plate or overturned bowl, soup bowl, right? Whatever you do. So this spillage guard that you buy from the store, from microwave, it has holes. It's like under different angles, so it's not going to spill out. It contains, in my mind, it contains 95% of the spillage, of the splatter inside, because of the design. It's a very clever design, but still has a hole, so the steam escapes for sure. Okay. So food, one more time, food may be placed into a bowl and covered with the plate, bowl on top covered with the plate, or placed into the plate and covered with inverted soup bowl. So what do we have? Exactly the same, right? The plate or a bowl should be put on another glass plate, say above. So design, like approach is exactly the same. Turntable as usual, stay there. You have a glass plate for meat, glass plate for dairy, and on inside of this glass plate you have you put a platter and overturned soup bowl, or you put soup bowl and cover it with a flat plate. Whatever you do. Okay, so I mean depends on the kind of food that you want to warm up. So B, alternate method is to acquire 2 large plastic microwave containers. There is plastic. It says that there's some like characteristics that they would not release like bad chemicals in a microwave. Whatever is it? I don't remember the abbreviation, but we have to look. I would say like the best way just to go with glass containers, not with the plastic, not with the best of the plastic. Alternate methods is to acquire 2 large plastic microwave containers, right? If the microwave oven has a turntable, the container should be round. Meaning, I'm not sure if I have ever seen like without turntable. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But anyway, but I heard about them. So, but all of these that I saw have turntable. So, like in order to turn, it needs to be round, right? So, okay. So, meaning that they say put your plate inside of this container. So, this container should be huge if you think about it. So, if you're not going to put food in that container, you're going to be put your plate in that container. Right. One, so buy 2 these containers, one for meat and one for dairy foods. All foods to be heated should be placed into the plate or into the bowl on their respective containers. So in the plate, and the plate put into the bowl, covered with the lid. So meaning the advantage of these special containers that cover with the lid. We don't have a big microwave like a turntable, to have the container big as that. I'm not sure. I have not seen. But so you can put the whole plate, and for sure they sell it. But okay, for sure they sell it. I would, me personally, I would prefer the first choice. You put a plate, right? Like you put a bowl, cover the plate. Or you put a plate and cover with a soup bowl. It's I think it's easier. Or take containers, like especially for microwave, as I said, with a lid, with a plug, where you can get allow the steam to escape, and that's it. That's it. If containers lid tends to open during the cooking as a result of steam buildup, for sure it's going to blow up, for sure. One should drill a few tiny holes in the cover to enable the excess of the steam escape. Okay. All right. One may combine the 2 methods and acquire medium-sized plastic microwave containers. Okay. So meaning then warm up in these containers. Small plates. Smaller plates and bowls may be put in these containers and covered. Okay, so I would say like to put the plate in that container, just warm up in a special container with this special microwave lid. That's it. I think in my mind it's like a straightforward way, right? Right, much easier than don't deal with plastic. Even though yes, they say the plastic is safer, but don't do it. When one wishes to warm up large platters, the container may be inverted, right, and used as to cover the food, like as we said, like inverted bowl. Okay, whatever you do is fine. Right. One should never cook meat and dairy concurrently. Not sure what does it mean concurrently. It's like it's a tiny space in this microwave. I'm not sure what does it mean concurrently. In the oven, I understand, like on different shelves, like in parallel, I have not a big container on the left, on the right. I would understand. But in microwave, okay. But we are warned. Okay, not going to do it. Right. Right. If this if it was done, Rav should be consulted. So Rav would ask you like how they were covered, like for how long they were the food cooked, was it cooked or warm up, all these things. And of course the wattage of the microwave. Some of them have a neighbor. They had a very powerful microwave. I think it's 13 or 1500 watt. I don't know. I mean, if you have people who cook in it, I understand. But we have to understand if you're going to have this kind of this powerful machine, you need a special dedicated line. So if you have a newer apartments and they have this I think GFI this what is it outlets, right, special the splatter resistant, something that goes for sure in dedicated line. Yeah, I would understand. You can put there, but otherwise if you turn on this powerful thing, it's going to blow up the fuses. Too much load, right? If you live in an older apartment. So in where we live, we live in older apartments. It's not. I mean, unless somebody again put one line, but with us the way they design many circuits basically on the same line, so it's not going to work. So we downgrade. Continue. Some permit kosher in the microwave oven by thoroughly wiping and cleaning all inside surfaces, right? So right, and boiling the water. Boiling a bowl of water in the oven until the oven fills with steam. So technically, if somebody, as we said, they build in microwave, like stain of art, this stainless GE thing, that costs, I don't know, $1,500. Yeah, of course you can try to kosher it, but a person has this microwave from long time ago. So maybe it's time to replace it, right? And they can afford. And they say, "Did you go to this restaurant?" I said, no, I did not go to it. But about it, I said, look, I don't go to restaurants. First of all, I don't have time, but I just see the main prices, what a normal person would spend. So why the normal person would spend so much money? There's so much need in the world, the Jewish world, to spend money, and you going to on the food. It's very I don't know. So and the same people, they argue about the microwave. Yeah, but there is opinion that you can kosher microwave. I say, yeah, you can kosher microwave. Of course, it's a little embarrassing to say, but in your situation, I would buy a new microwave. Right? If you decided to go kosher, why now being so cheap? That's the problem. This method may be used when one inadvertently used the oven without following guidelines, meaning without cover. Oh, the kids did it, or mother-in-law, right, or sister-in-law, somebody, right, following the guidelines presented above. It should not be used as a method constantly koshering between the meat and dairy users, right? And that's why you have guests, and they are nice and they're very kosher, very observant. Said, please, I would I would request of you, don't right, if you need something, you're welcome to eat everything, but if you need to warm up some, please tell me. Yeah, but you told me this is daily, this is, yeah, I know, I told you, but could you please let me know? I'd love to give you the whole refrigerator, right? I'm going to serve you, but don't use it, right? Don't use my microwave, don't use the oven, don't use knives, just because I told you that this is paref and this is meat, but people change, can forget, and right. So that's absolutely normal with guests. Okay, so continue. Next one, milk bottle. Glass milk bottle may be refilled with the juice and used with the milk if the bottle thoroughly washed beforehand. Some poskim permit reuse the bottle without tevilah. Okay, so let's understand. Milk bottle. Glass milk bottles may be refilled with juice and used with meat meal. Milk bottles. Glass milk bottle. I think they're talking about the milk bottle, like milk, regular milk that you buy in the store in milk bottles. So today I'm not sure. In olden days, yeah, that's how you buy milk. You go milk, right, and then you they charge you deposit for the bottle, and you have to return it. Sure. But today I don't think we buy it like that. So the reason is when they put milk in the bottle, I think it's cold. I don't think it's hot. So even though they pasteurize it, but I think it's not baby bottle. So first when I start reading, I thought about baby bottle. It's not. The glass, all of the baby bottles, I'm not sure from when they invented the plastic, they were plastic. It's heavy, right? Like a heavy can hurt the baby. Right, for sure, like a glass milk bottle may be refilled with juice. Okay, you wash it, of course, and use it with the meat. So meaning because it was cold. On one hand, it was cold, right? So let's think, like, apply our knowledge, right? On one thing, it was cold. On the other hand, it was, as we learned before, more than 24 hours. So, and we say when something is soaked for more than 24 hours, right? It's the taste is going to be transferred. But on the other hand, another factor, it's a glass. So glass, according to the more linear opinion, does not absorb. That's why, right? That's why some poskim said that you can use it for other things. Okay. Some poskim permit the use of the bottle without tevilah. So meaning, what is the tevilah? If you buy a glass, if you buy, what do you buy? You buy this coffee mug. Like a travel like thermos or something, right? So since it's stainless, you have to dip it in a mikveh, right? You have to say the blessing. Usually they're stainless. The different material, I'm not sure. I think it's stainless. Like inside, from outside could be the other materials, right? Right, because it's a special thing. But if you decided to get some kind of jar. From pickles, for example, and you use it as you mark, you don't have to dip it, right? Because it was not designed like that, right? And the same way with this bottle, it was not designed to be reused, right? It was designed for to be disposable or like recycling, right? So some poskim say there is no tevilah. Okay, no problem. So even if tevilah, you don't say blessing. Okay. Next one, milk cartons. One should not place milk cartons in the refrigerator above the meat food, unless refrigerator self solid glass or lined with a non-porous liner, such as plastic liner. Otherwise, milk may drip from the milk cartons to the food below. Right, so what it means in olden days, I mean today, I think all of them glass, shelves. But in olden days, together a refrigerator with the glass shelves, it could cost you much more money. So regular shelves. So I remember it's what this nets, right? Like metal thing. That's it, metal shelves. That's it. So of course there are holes, and if you do not close the carton properly, so carton plus. Remember, in olden days they didn't have. Today you have this lid to unscrew it. That's it. So in olden days you just open and make a spout, right? You open on one side, it has a spout, and then you put refrigerator. So meaning if somebody banging something into it, it can splatter very simply. Okay, so they say do not put these milk cartons above the meat. Okay, unless you have this glass shelves. So of course we have to assess the situation. Everybody is different. Okay. Okay. So next one, meat. See oven meat.